today.
Hello there, we are back with Journey Guide Solo Journeys, and we are now moving on to Tier 3. So what I'm going to do is the Padme event first, because that is the first one selected. So we've got some really over the top characters to be able to use here. We'll see whether the Gear 11 Geonosians are enough, but we'll go and have a look at Padme's lore first. This is the lore. Senator during the Clone Wars, lover of Anakin Skywalker. And again, as you probably know, is that you can click on the abilities and get more information about her kit. Really useful if you didn't know that. And if you click on the head, it will take you to, if you have her unlocked, this is what mine looks like. I've got her at Relic 5, lots of health, and I've got a fair amount of speed, but it is mainly stacking her for health, and you probably want to get a bit more potency rather than tenacity. But the tenacity is never a bad thing. And there's damage output there as well. But 111 speed is pretty decent. So let's have a look at the event. Now, I recall that all of these tiers are basically the same. There's no different tier. So we'll just go straight into tier 7 and we'll see. Is there any battle details? It doesn't really. It just basically means that this last tier, she's got all of her abilities and she can use them. And also the gear requirement is a little bit higher. Let's have a look on the shop. How many bundles are there to get? There's quite a lot actually. Wow. Okay. Okay, there's not much variety, but that is a fair amount to go for. That is pretty decent. So if you need to, I wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest buying more gear rather than character shards. For me, I think the character shards are actually fairly easy to get. So what we'll do is we've got a lot of teams to select. So what I'm going to do is probably do the General Grievous with the droids, and we'll see how that goes. We'll probably drive the Geonosians next. And then I'll try the team that I actually used, which was, I believe, Gear 11 at the time, to actually complete this on the first day that it came out. So on the first day that the Padme event came out back in 2019, I actually got this Padme. I was really pleased. I was the first one in the guild as well. I'll never forget that. It was the first time I actually got a character on the day that it came out. It was a lot of grinding, it was a lot of constantly battling, but I did eventually get it, and Jango Fett was the MVP. But now that he's Gear 12, I think it will be a slightly different story. And also Dooku is Relic, and yeah, we'll go into that a bit more later on when I get round to it. But we'll start off with the General Grievous and the droids and see how easy the event is. Here are the droids, and what I'm going to do now is just go into the gearing and the mods. So I've got all the abilities here, Relic 5 as well for General Grievous, and it's all health, as it should be for General Grievous, and as you can see it's over 100,000, a little bit of speed, just a little tad, a little bit of potency, maybe a little bit too much on crit chance, but we'll go into that later on. And yeah, there you go. I think that's a really solid, it's just basically survivability, basically, and with the health it's then translated into damage output as well, but that's all in the kit. I've got all the Zetas. It should be a very easy time for General Grievous. Here is B1 droids, so it's a lot of offense and potency. It's Relic 2, all the abilities and the Zeta is applied. And unfortunately I was trying to get mods without like protection, but unfortunately that's just something you can't do. Thankfully no health. 109 speed, I'm actually quite impressed with myself for getting that speed, but it could be better. Potency is a major thing to be going for. Tenacity, I don't know whether it's really worth going for, but there is just a little bit on there. Unfortunately, secondary mods, the same with the protection. The offense, I think, is very crucial as well. So offense and potency, I think, are the two main things to be going and upgrading. And there you go, I think that's a pretty decent character. Now, I haven't finished modding, as you can see, the B2 droid, but he's Relic 2, all the abilities and the Zeta is applied. And I have gone for quite a slow B2. This event I might need a remod, but hopefully not, but I'll definitely have to remod for the General Anakin Skywalker event, and he got all the mods there. Tenacity, I think, is very crucial for Grand Arena Championship. Potency is obviously a major thing that you need to go for. I went for a very slow B2 because he's the first person that people try to target, but whilst he's stealthed, then you can't target him basically, so very, very crucial. And there you go, a little bit of crit chance and a fair bit of offense just to make him a little bit more difficult on defense. Now we've got the Droidica here, so all the abilities there, Relic 2 and offense and tenacity mod sets. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of health, fair bit of protection, quite a major amount of tenacity there, a little bit of potency, but the real damage is the offense, nearly 3,000 or over 3,000. And then Magna Guard, so doesn't have the Zeta, Relic 2, and it's all health and tenacity. Now, again, I'll probably have to remod if I'm doing the General Anakin Skywalker event, but at the moment I think this is quite useful for Grand Arena. You just want him to be constantly attacking and gaining that taunt back, and you do want him to be able to take a fair few hits. The offense probably really isn't that necessary. It's more about the survivability of the character. At 75 speed might not be very necessary, but just to be able to get the constant taunts, I think it's very necessary. There we go, we've got all of the characters there, all shown off the mods and stuff, so let's go in. Look out, more of them. I see them. Oh, that was it, okay. Should have been the talking about what is it, the negotiation stuff that they were talking about. Right, so we've got to try and take out Padme, basically. That is the goal. Right, we've got Padme out now, but Anakin's going to do a big hit. Right, so now we've got to try and take out... Oh, there you go, never mind. This is very easy. There we go. Well, it is Gear 12 recommended, and Relic 2, basically, on average, is more than enough. Right, let's just do that event again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on auto. Right, yep, look out, more of them, I see them. Right, we'll put it on auto, and we'll see. Okay, so it's basically Magna Guard is targeted regardless. And hopefully the AI is actually smart enough. At the moment it looks like they've gone for pretty much the same idea that I went for, but it doesn't look like it's going to pay off. Well, Anakin's gone, that's a massive, massive win. Okay, so on auto, the AI sort of made this work. Not 3 stars, but there you go, that is the importance of not using the AI to do your bidding. Let's do the Geonosians, and this might be several battles, unfortunately. Right, here are the Geonosians. So in we go with the gearing and the modding. So Gear 11, Geonosian Brood, and he's got the 2 Zetas on. There's only 2 Zetas for this team, and 120 speed I think is very respectable. 53 tenacity overall is pretty okay, probably should be a bit higher. And yeah, there's just a little bit of damage output basically, but it is all about protection and health and speed that I've gone for here. Pogo the Lesser, as you can see again, I've just gone for all health again, and not very good tenacity unfortunately, but everything else is pretty okay. The team does work, but against the Sith Triumphant on Grand Arena, I think this is just very easy to take out. Geonosian Spy, I've gone for quite a lot of offense, as you can see, and also a fair bit of speed as well, to make sure that he's constantly getting to use his big ability, the big hit ability, which I think is for the critical strike or something. And yeah, there you go, 26 crit chance, just to make sure that that does happen, with the special ability being on 42. Oh, Silent Strike, that's the one that it's called, there you go. That's the one that you want to be trying to get and using all the time, taking out opponents. We've got Sunfac, again, all health, very much modded for health and quite a lot of protection there, as you can see. Not the greatest speeds, and again, not really the greatest potency or tenacity. And yeah, there you go, that's that character there. And then Geonosian Spy, I've gone for crit chance and crit damage. Now I think it was something to do with his kit about giving bonus turn meter or something or other. 93 speed, pretty good mod wise, a lot of protection there, a little bit of crit damage, and a lot of crit chance, because again I believe that there was something to do with turn meter gain with the squad. With all that said and done, this is probably going to be several battles. Fingers crossed, let's go in. Right, look out, more of them, I see them, Geonosians everywhere. Right, this probably, okay, that's for Geo Brood at least. Let's get rid of all of that. Shenanigans, basically. Let's try and heal up. Let's do another big hit. It's not really the best squad, I don't think, for this. At least you've got all the armor shred. Not the armor shred, at least you've got the buff removal. Let's just try and do another basic to get rid of the taunts. Need to get my taunt back up because Sunfac is being targeted, I believe. Right, so if Geo Brood can do... Oh, actually, this might be it. 1x with a Geo Spy. Hey, there we go. There we go. Right, so now we need to get Geo Brood to get rid of that. There we go. Now we need to go for the Guardian. Not Guardians of the Galaxy, but the Guardian, the Jedi Guardian. I think I'll be gobsmacked if this is my first attempt and I actually do this. Absolutely gobsmacked if it does pay off. Right, let's try and take out Animakin. Come on, Panikin. Hey, there we go. There we go. This is the first attempt and it actually worked. Wow. I'm very pleased. And Gear 11 as well. Gear 11, guys. Hand it to them. Oh yes, look at that. First attempt, Gear 11. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Let me show you the squad that I used back in the day to get this event on the first day. Right, here are the characters that I used on the first day. Now, they were Gear 11 back in the day. I used Nute Gunray's lead, mainly because of the Extortion, and sometimes the Extortion just goes rampant in the Padme tier here. So hopefully that will happen again, so I don't have to replay it all the time. Here is all the gear and the abilities, and here is the mods. I've got all the mods, sort of like health and speed sets there. We've got a lot of protection because you've got B1 constantly healing him up. We've got 112 speed modded onto him, a fair bit of potency just to make sure, because I think you've got the basic that does a little bit of a tenacity down or speed down debuff. Next character is Jango Fett. Now Jango Fett gains immunity at the beginning, most of the time, if you can get Mace Windu to do the Shatterpoint, they then target Jango Fett, and then they're basically constantly targeting someone that can't be defeated, which then allows everybody else in the team to operate. So I might need to do this several times just to make sure, and just to show you how I did it back then, and also just to make sure that I can actually clear this efficiently. So I've done crit chance and offense mods. There's a fair bit of there's a fair bit of protection on Jango Fett because on the bounty hunters they can regenerate health and protection. Just gives him a little bit more survivability. 93 speed, and as you can see, a fair bit of crit chance and offense. You want him to be hitting hard, and because I've got Zeta on the notorious reputation, enemies defeated cannot be revived on his turn. That's another reason why this character is very crucial for the Padme event. We've got Asajj. Now, I've mainly used her for getting rid of the buffs, as you can see here. But apart from that, she doesn't really have any Separatist synergy, so if this is a little bit too difficult, then I might change it to B2. Alternatively, if you don't have Asajj up and running, B2 is a very good alternative. I've got a lot of health and speed mod sets on Asajj. 107 speed, I'm very happy with that. Probably not very necessary in Grand Arena, but I'm very happy. And there's a lot of health because the Night Sisters don't recover protection, so you want to be going all for health. A lot of crit chance there, and a little bit of damage output increased there, but I went for a lot more potency because you want her stunning the opponent a lot with her basic attack. And we've got the Count Dooku. So Relic 5, all of the abilities in Zeta is applied, and we've got health and potency mods. Now I'm thinking of maybe remodding Count Dooku for a little bit more tenacity, so that he's constantly being able to counterattack and then recover protection. It's just an idea, but I don't really have the mods at the moment for the Count, so at the moment this is what I've used for quite a while for my Count Dooku, and it's worked just fine. We've got a lot of protection because that's what he recovers. Health, just to make sure that if you counter another Dooku, then your Dooku will survive a little bit better, basically. I've got 100 speed, which I'm really happy with. Potency, I've got precisely 15%, which I'm really happy with, and it's 100% potency overall. Tenacity, I would like to have that a little bit higher than 56. I've got a little bit of crit chance, but the relic stat increases is making the crit chance and also the crit damage, as you can see, increase, which is very, very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a really good Dooku for me, but like I said, do probably want to try and remod. And I've already covered the B1, but there is the B1 again. Offense and potency, and he's mainly there because of Blast them, and I want him to be recovering and healing up the Separatist allies that I've got. So let's go in after all that chat. Now this is actually, it's slightly more accurate to what this battle was back in episode 2, so this will be interesting to see. Let's try and get a stun. Okay, well, they haven't gone for who I wanted, which is very annoying. Let's try and do this and see whether he gives us... He didn't. Haha. There we go. Right. So, because he had most turn meter, I put the Extortion on him, and because he didn't give us the payout, the Extortion has now spread. Now, hopefully, Mace Windu won't get rid of it as well. And this is when it all starts happening. It all starts ticking and turning in our favour. Right, that's a bit annoying that she didn't disappear. Oh, bloody dog. Right, let's take out the Jedi Knight Master. Wait, stop it. Wait, down, Molly, down, Good girl. Naughty dog. Right, I'm back. So, where were we? We were deciding what to do. I think I want to do this. We're going to swarm. That's a bit annoying. Unfortunately, B1 is taking a bit of a battering here. Let's do this. We're a little bit stuck. Let's heal up Sarge. Oh no, Dooku's being targeted. Let's just do this. We'll target Jedi Master Knight again. Ooh, okay, that's not good. Can we not take out Padme? We just can't. There's just too much protection that's been added to her because of all the attacks out of turn. Let's heal up Nute Gunray at least. Right, she's nearly out. I think I might have shot myself in the foot there. That was probably the wrong move. The Extortion, however, is adding to us being able to win this. So let's try and do the double tap. Yes, right. So he should not be coming back. Let's get rid of the taunt. Let's do this. Right, so she's gone and Mace Windu's gone. Let's attack and stun. Well, never mind, we don't even need a stun. Okay, let's go into stealth. And then we'll just keep on attacking Kenobi. Oh, big finish. There we go, finished. Okay. Well, that wasn't 100% how I did that back all those years ago. So we'll try and do this a few more times until Mace Windu does target Jango Fett, just to show you that the damage immunity that Jango Fett gets is very useful. Right, there we go, we've done it. We've finally got Jango Fett targeted. So what we're going to do is we're now going to try and complete this battle. So let's do the Extortion again on Jedi Master. He's got the most turn meter and he didn't take it, so we've now got the spread. There we go, perfect. Right, if we can allow Jango Fett to be targeted still, that will be fine. There we go, right. Jango Fett is going to take out Anakin. There we go. Perfect. This is actually much quicker. Ooh. I think my going into stealth was probably the wrong choice, actually. But there you go. That is basically how I did this event. It was because of what I just did there. So Jango Fett with his immunity, damage immunity, paying off really, really well. Let's just try and finish this off. Right, let's just keep Nute Gunray alive. Let's do this. Can we... Yeah, we need to increase the cooldowns if we can, or at least stun him. Well, let's do 1x on Padme. There we go. Padme's gone. Can we not stun? There we go, we've stunned him. No Jedi is going to be coming back. There we go. That was fantastic. That's how I did it back all those years ago. Was Jango Fett being targeted. Now I probably didn't actually go into stealth because the stealth unfortunately undid what I was trying so hard to get. But there you go. That's how it went. I think that is pretty much it. That is the event all done and dusted with all of those characters there. And I hope that you've learned quite a bit from this. It was enjoyable to play this event again. Aggressive Negotiations legendary event, all done and dusted. And we've got a few more tier 3 events to get through. Now we've already done the Beskar Mando, that was the first one of the series. So we've got the Commander Luke, Rey, and the Chimera. So, Aggressive Negotiations, all done and dusted. Until next time, may the force be with you.
Run swift. This is the land of possible governors.
I thank your lack of faith in this journey.
Always with you what cannot be done.
It's like doing here. Bad idea. Yeah.